Today, we're taking a closer look at one of the biggest contributing factors in Portland's gun violence, gang crimes. It's something we've spoken with police about, but this time we're exploring the topic through the eyes of someone who's been there. Fox 12's Kendra Kent has the story.
Well, if you were around in Portland in the late 80s and 90s, you know that Portland really struggled with increasing violence and shootings, often tied to gang activity. Now, we spoke with one man who made it his lifestyle back then to hear his thoughts about the past, what's happening now, as well as his hope for the future.
I play Little League baseball at this actual park.
Jonathan Demetrius Norman's roots run deep in North Portland. From childhood sports
In high school, playing football, basketball, and baseball,
to life and death moments that came to define his young adulthood.
I slowly started getting off into the gangs, the gang lifestyle. From, I'll say, 18 to 25, it was like almost every day, either there was a gun going off, or I definitely had a gun on me, or a gun was somewhere around.
A proud member of the Kirby Block Crips, Norman says he was known as Big Smurf on these streets.
And I got shot at Humboldt School, which is probably 6 blocks away from here. First time I got arrested for a shooting was actually at the corner right here.
Now 51, Norman says he left the gang world decades ago. He's well known in some circles by his rap name, Smurf Luciano. He doesn't shy away from his past, often speaking and rapping about his days of crime and the gang lifestyle. For Norman, the culture will always be a big part of his life. He loves supporting other local rappers and entrepreneurs, such as the maker of this clothing line he likes to wear. The musician is a third-generation Portlander, but says he was a first-generation gangster, telling Fox 12 he was raised by his grandmother after both of his parents got heavily involved in drugs. Norman says he really never set out to join a gang, but he grew up in the 80s in Portland as the gang scene was exploding.
It was new to Portland. We had transplants from Los Angeles. They were very influential. It was either you ride with them or you ride against them.
Going from a kid to a teenager, Norman says life quickly felt more dangerous.
Being in this neighborhood, I remember this park at one time. You came here, there would be 20, 30 Bloods just sitting around at this park. So you couldn't walk through here peacefully at one time if you had blue on. So nobody could wear blue in this park, which this was, like I say, this is the park where I grew up playing baseball at.
Guns, too, went from a scarcity to an abundance.
Our whole gang might have been 15 of us at the time. We might have had 2 guns. So we went from the 22 and the 32 to AK-47s.
From the 80s into the 90s, more guns, more shootings. And Norman says his loved ones started dying.
I'm gonna say at least 25, 30. I lost
25, 30 people you have lost?
I lost 4 people in 6 months.
Norman estimates at least 40 of his extended family members have participated in gang life at one point or another.
I maybe have about 20 younger cousins that are involved in gangs. That's like I say, maybe 10 of them are in jail for attempted murder, you know, and the list goes on and on.
Norman's story, an example of a cultural and generational cycle that can be tough to break. He recalled a young neighbor with whom he shared mutual cousins was also pulled into the lifestyle without much choice.
At one time, I remember him coming home and saying, hey, I can't go up to the park no more. Well, why you can't go to the park? Because the Bloods are up there. Okay, well, you're not a gang member, though. Yeah, but you are my cousin, and they don't like you.
These reflections, some 30 years later, as increased gang violence and shootings have wounded Portland at breathtaking speed. The city has broken its shooting record twice over and its murder record as well.
The kids nowadays have it a lot harder, I would say, because there is no police. Nobody's chasing them around to stop them. Whereas at one time, I got stopped 30 times in 1 month.
Norman says it took leaving Oregon for him to truly leave the lifestyle.
I got off to this music thing real heavy, and I always liked it doing it. But that was really one of my outlets.
These days, it's hard for him to see the city he loves, the people he loves, struggle in the grief and the heartbreaking loss he knows all too well.
Even with the youth right here, keep them busy, give them something to do, give them a job, keep them working, make sure that they can go to work.
The city's Office of Violence Prevention says there are resources to help youth and families escape the cycles of gun violence, including grants, mentors, and work opportunities. And I will post a link to these programs online at kptv.com. Reporting in studio, Kendra Kent, Fox 12 Oregon.